Hello and welcome to Punxsutawney with me, Groover, and today I'm going to be working on the iron farm again. So in the last episode I got that one set up. I died quite a lot, but today I intend to get the other two done below it, and I think it's going to take a lot less time, mainly because I know what I did wrong last time. I didn't have the wood ready, I didn't have various things at the ready, so this time I'm not going to be caught out. I'm going to take up a load of stuff and just cross my fingers that I've got everything that I need. And it isn't as high this time. I'm only going up to 190, so the first one's at 255 at the very top, one's at 190, the next one after that's at 125 I believe, and then the last one is just a couple of blocks below here. But I'm not going to do the last one until the other three are up and running, because the last one will interfere with my villager breeder, and I'm not quite ready for that yet. I want to move the villager breeder over in that direction to where the other tower's going to be, because I know that's out of range, so that's the best place for it. So what I've done here is I've just set up a little breeding thing in the corner, so when the young ones are born they tend to run into the corner over there. They get caught up in the water pushes them around the corner so that the adults can't feed them. They sit around about here somewhere until they're fully adult. When they are, the head pops into a water block. They get pushed up, pushed across, drop down. So I should get a steady flow of adults turning up here eventually. For now I've only just switched this back on, and yeah, we'll see how long it takes, but I'm going to need a number of villagers, because I'm going to need 10 for the top one, 10 for the next one, 10 for the next one, and so on. So I need quite a few of them. So I'm going to get on with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build up these ones off camera, and then I'll bring you back in once they're done so you can have a look, and we'll see you in a bit. Right, so that's the first one done. So if I head over this way, we should be able to see two of them up there now. Let's just get a little bit clear before I turn around. Yeah, there we go, nicely lined up. Yeah, that took a bit of time, but this time it was much easier. I didn't have to come down, except for when I fell down, of course. Gravity dictated that. But yeah, that one went up quite easily. Just took the basic amount. Whoops. Ah, so busy admiring my work that I don't know that I'm walking into the water. Is that definitely lined up? I mean, the corners should be aligned to this exactly. Yeah, that looks good to me. That looks good. Okay, I'm going to get some more wood, because I did have about 3 or 4 full stacks, and now I'm just down to... Ooh, not that. Just a couple of bits left, really. So I need to get a bit more wood, do a bit more work, and then I'll come back and do the next one. I'll show you once I've got the third one in place. So here we go. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing that we should definitely check whilst I'm thinking about it, is this little villager breeder thing. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people in there. Have we got anything in here? No. Great. Okay, so what have I done wrong? What's happened? Are they coming out here? There's a sign there, so they should definitely be getting pushed underneath that. Let's just fight the tide. Put that back in place. Okay, I'll have a little poke around with that and see why it isn't working right now, because they've definitely had time to grow up, if any of them made it that far. But it looks a lot like they're just in there and breeding together, so they're just multiplying in situ, which isn't a big problem. I'll just throw down a couple more boats and push the ones that I don't want out and get them to sit over here instead. So maybe that's what I'll do anyway. I'll just let them carry on breeding. So there we go. Right, I'll get on with a few more things and I'll see you in a moment. Right, so that is it. I've got the 3 of them in there. The next 2 or maybe 3 things I need to do is I need to build a chute to get the villagers up to the top, and that needs to go on the south side. Now this should be a reasonably easy job. The difficult part is getting in the signs and the water sources and all that kind of thing. So that's no big problem. I can just bring them straight up about here somewhere and just go straight up and in and get them to pop out of the top one. Now the slightly more difficult thing is I need to build a catch tray. So when the golems fall down, I need them to catch up into one tray. And to save sort of moving all of this stuff around and all of this stuff around immediately, I'm going to build it a little bit above this so that the golems get dropped into it, fall down, get dealt with in the lava and drop the stuff into some chests. So I think that's what I need to do next, those two things. And then in a future episode, in the not too distant future, I'm going to shift this, move that, and the villagers need to be moved as well. And then I can get the 4th farm right in here, and that actually needs to be at Y60. So this is Y62. Yeah, Y62. So it needs to go 2 down, and then you've got the whole farm underneath. So what I might do is actually save myself a little bit of that and just see if I can do the redstone version with the 100% sort of efficiency, so that all of the drops pop up onto the top, so that I don't have to go that far down and create a whole new storage room underneath. Or then again, I was going to connect it up to my water chutes and make it feed into the same set of hoppers and things that this comes up in. I say hoppers, I mean dispensers really. So yeah, that could work, but if I'm going to do that I need a lot more, because 3 of them is going to be quite productive, 4 of them is going to be very, very nice. 8 of them is going to be overkill, but you know, why not? That's the fun of it. So, right, I'm going to go get on with those jobs, and I'll see you in a few minutes when it's done. Right, so let's have a look at what I've managed to get done. Yeah, there you go, that's the 3 layers right there. I put some legs on it, and this bottom layer down here is the catch tray. And if I just have a little run round the back here, this is the chute that I'm going to send the villagers up in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there myself, but I'm going to cut here because this takes a long time. So I'll see you at the other end. Right, I'm starting to see some light, so yeah, that's what's going to happen. They're going to get popped up there and pushed out to either side. And I only need 10 of them up here each, so that's going to be perfect. Let's just do that briefly so that I can get out of here. And that and that. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I made a little modification up here because I realised something after I'd sort of walked away from it, that the doors wouldn't actually be valid. So I put a couple of wings over these areas. So the doors that are here, so there's 6 going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The ones that have got these covered are going to be made valid by those, but these ones here, these 2, have got nothing to make them valid. So I just put a couple of wings out there, and that should make all of the doors valid all the way down, because basically this is exactly the same build all the way down. I don't need to replicate this on all of them because that'll block the skylight all the way down. So yeah, that's what we've got. We'll have a very quick fly past tour. Here we go. That's the second one right there. Third one, catch tray, run to the middle, little gathering point. I'm going to pop some lava in there. I'm going to pop the lava in last though, because I'm still using this to get down the quick way. And I've just set myself up a really simple, just catch up the iron as it comes down kind of thing. As and when I need to improve this, I will, but this is only temporary because I do want to push the last one underground, so that'll put the whole storage system underground as well. So I don't want to go getting overcomplicated here. I just want something simple. So I just pointed the hoppers straight in there, straight down for an overflow, and that should be more than enough to be getting going with. So the next job is getting the villagers in there. I haven't really thought much about this at all. I've had a few problems shifting villagers around recently in 1.9. It's kind of difficult. So yeah, I might just have a little play with this and see how it goes and see what happens. Yeah, let's go do that now. I'll work out a method and I'll come back on and show you in a bit. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, I decided to give the old track a test and see how that went. I've got so many of them in there, I can't imagine that I'm not going to be able to pick up one or two at a time. So the idea is to send in a cart, it comes out, it stops here on this little break. If I don't like them, I send them on and they go up into the farm eventually. If I do like them, then they go back in this direction. And I put them to one side over here in a safe-ish place. I think I need to make it more safe actually. I just remembered there's a great big hole at the back here where hypothetically anything could come in. So yeah, let's just fill that in. And then let's just give this a crack. Let's give it a try. How do I get out of here? Don't really know how to make a decent one-way system for these guys. Maybe I should use an iron door. I don't want anything to get in. I want them to get in. So yeah, let's send in a cart and see what happens. So I've got a cart right there. And in it goes. It's going to bounce back and forth for a bit because I'm here. Okay, let's wait till one of them's on the track and then push it into them. Yeah, this is kind of difficult. They really push back now. It's not like back in the day where you just throw a cart underneath them, they'll be fine. Yeah, got you. So, I want librarians. Of course I want librarians. Is it worth just checking what the aqua affinity? And I haven't checked any of the other trades. Yeah, you're just going to have to go that way. Kind of stood up in it rather than being sat down, which is kind of weird. Yeah, let's jump over there because I don't have that many carts. Now the idea was that they could hang around near these boats and do exactly that. Great, and I can park them up later. So that's the premise. Let's see if I can replicate that a few more times. And I need to get 30 of these done. So this could take a wee while. So yeah, I'll get on with that and I'll bring you back in once we're getting closer to the fun bits. Right, so we've got our first contender. This is actually a librarian, which I've already been through all of their options. And, you know, they don't have anything special, so I'll just send this one straight up. Whoops, that wasn't too good. Don't want to go punching your villagers. At least not at this stage. You've got to save that for later. You've got to save some threats in there for later when they're really not doing what you want them to. Like this one now. Standing in the corner. Come on. Out you come. That's it. And once I've got you in that little area, you are going to take yourself up. Because you like to swim. And off you go. Right, that is our first one. Now that one's going to get up the top and make that very top one an active village. And it just needs another 9 before it can actually start spawning golems. So there you go. That's what I'm going to do for the next while until I've got as many villagers up there as I need. I need 30 in that direction, so this is going to take a little while. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, this is going surprisingly well. It's kind of interesting. What seems to happen is I get them over here, break the cart, and they just walk straight into this themselves. I don't have to go pushing them or anything. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Let's just see if I can get an example of that actually happening on camera. So get in there. So I've got 3 up top already. So what I'm finding seems to work quite well is getting them to stand on that little corner and then just popping the cart in like that. Job done. Now, I don't really care about these clerics, to be honest. I don't have that much rotten flesh that needs trading, and I'm going to have some better options in the not too distant future anyway. Whoops. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. So I'm keeping count by marking out redstone on the floor to know exactly where I've got things to. So let's get you out. Yeah, look at that. That is just fantastic. I don't know what the heck's going on, but if I did, I think I could sell this. Yeah, they are just walking straight in there. It is fantastic. So that was just 1 straight away, no problem. So that's 4 that I've got up to the top already, and that hasn't taken very long. Hasn't taken very long at all. Now what are you? You're a Fletcher? Yeah, I don't need Fletchers in my world. I need librarians and farmers. Now, God, blimey, these guys, they push like crazy. It's a huge difference. Makes the game a very different game with the pushback on the villagers. Right, I think you're in a good position. Yeah, you are. So, yeah, let's go out there and follow it. Now, I know what you are already, so off you go. Really? You don't want to go anywhere? You want to go back? Right, so this one looks like number 5. So, in. Break this. I'm sorry if you're getting some lag on this. It's, like I say, my computer isn't the best in the world. Yeah, there it goes. Amazing. So that's 5, and you just saw 2 of them go straight up right now. So this is definitely a method that works. And it works well when you got, oops, this many of them. Oh dear. Right, in we go. So let's see if I can get the cleric out of here this time, because, like I say, don't need many. Even if I've got them doing a trade at 40, I don't really mind, because I don't have that much rotten flesh. Right, and off you go. Great, 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 great. So this is going really well. Oh no, it's not. No, 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 don't you dare. Don't you dare. You're not allowed in there. Right, I gotta go get you out. How did you get in here? You're a farmer, aren't you? Okay, so the farmer can come out of there. That's fine. You are going back, my friend, because you've got no place back here for me. Now, let's just switch that one back over, give you a push. Oh, darn it. Okay. I kind of wanted to have a no-stop return so that they didn't get... Because sometimes they push back and it's kind of difficult to deal with that. So that's going to be number 6. I'm going to just go and grab this other cleric from over here. Because I don't need clerics back here. I've got 1 already, that's enough. I suppose that they could give me some ender pearls, but I don't really care at the moment. I've got as many villagers as I need, I just need to breed up some more. Go on, off you go, great. That's that. And you're already off, fantastic. Right, let's get over there. Let's chalk up another 2. 1, 2. Yeah, let's start with you and hope that this goes okay. And then you. Right, you two are not going to play ball, are you? That's what's going to happen here. You're going to mess about. I think they get stuck against the fence somehow. Or not. Go on, in you go. And that's you done. And let's see, let's get this one in. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have any extra bits of carpet on me, so I've got to go all the way back round and back over. Oh, look. Look, 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 look. Go on. Just a little bit further. And you're off. Right, so that's 7. I'm going to just carry on and get the rest of this populated. So I just need 3 more, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, and this one is number 10. I'm absolutely amazed how well this is going. I just didn't expect it to be so straightforward. So let's get that one out of the cart. Whoops, give it a punch for good luck. Now, I might have to do a bit of trading with these guys up the top just to get my reputation up a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it'll be a problem. So I'm going to go up top, and now that I've got 10 in there, I better... Yeah, I'll get rid of this, because I'll count them when they're up there. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up top, make sure they're all penned in properly, and then move my little tunnel, my little tower here, down to the next one. So I'll see you up there. Right, nearly there. I can see 1 or 2 of them in there already, which is fantastic. I actually heard one of them as I passed it on the way up. So yeah, this is looking really good. I don't know how to count these fellas though. Not really. Aren't you just gonna... Right. What am I gonna do about that? If I knock that out, yeah, just as I imagined, they're gonna push me off. That's what's gonna happen here. Now then guys, what do I do about you now that you've got yourself in this position? Okay, let's just see if I can push them out of the way. Yeah, that one, that helps. It's just you that's the problem now. So what have I got up here? I've got 1, 2... 1, 2... 3, 4... Plenty of them. Lots, I think. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5... It's really difficult to count these people. Right. Not that I find it difficult to count to 10. They just keep pushing me around. Yeah, come on. Off we get. Right. So you... I'm just going to have to shove you down there as best I can and hope that you don't push me off. Go on, off you go. Right, brilliant. So what do I need to do? Is that my last one? How do I do this? If I just run over to the end here, drop down, turn around, have a little F3, look at the entity count, 10. Right, we're ready to go. We're definitely ready to go. Let's get over there, hope that they don't push me through these barriers that I've got set up. And you're in. That's it. You're there for life now. So that's my 10. I should start seeing some spawns up here at some point in the not too distant future. Maybe in the next 6 minutes or so. But first I'm going to knock down this tower and get ready to start filling up the next one. So here goes. Right, I just had a little slide down and I think I saw someone. Oh yes. This is working. Brilliant. Really good. It was a bit dangerous of me jumping in there with him. He might have been aggroed at me. But that's working. Fantastic. So I've got my first golem. And I'm not going to save him. I'm just going to use him with pride. So yeah, I was actually just up there getting the next one down, sorted out, making sure that the villager came out at the right place and all that kind of thing. So that's all working. I'm going to get another 9 in there. And then another 10 in there. And then we'll be back and we'll put the lava in the bottom here and see what kind of drops we get. So we'll see in a moment. Right, I've just managed to get 10 more up onto the second level. So I'm just going to check on them, make sure that everything's going as it should. I'm expecting another couple to come floating up any moment now. If I take that out because that's not needed. Yeah, Now then, what do I do? If I put that back in and go off down to the end and do the entity count thing, then we'll have a good idea of what we've got up here. So that says 10 to me. I'm happy with that. That sounded like a child one though. So what's that one doing? Okay, great. Oh. No, 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 no. No, stay out the way. Okay, I don't think that's the problem that I just punched him. I think it's okay. I think it's alright. Now, what can I see from here? Can I see enough of that? Yes, I can. Right, you're all in. Onward and... ooh, dear, no, that's not what I wanted. Onward and downward. Right, all done. I've got a little bit of tidying up to do, like these little villagers here. Don't really know what to do with them yet. I need to check out the trades and see what they're like. I've tidied up all of the railing and I put a few boats out in there again. I'm going to re-till that soil. Or maybe not, I don't know. I need to move this anyway before I can do the final one over here. So this is what I've got. I've got the 3 set up there. I've been getting some good spawns and they've been collecting down at the bottom here. And yeah, I don't know how many I've got in there. So why don't we just set them alight and see. Now these guys might be a little bit angry with me. I wouldn't want to guess why, but they might give me a good kick. So let's see. Yeah, I can get that in. That works. Instant noise. And now that that's working, let's see what we get. Let's give it a second or two to filter through. Oh, that's lovely. So 20 iron, that's not too bad. That's equivalent to maybe 4, maybe 5 golems, so I'm happy with that. It's in between, anywhere between 6 and 4-ish. So that's going nicely. Now all I need to do is sit back and let the iron roll in. Yeah. And obviously do a bit more work on this, tidy that up and all that kind of thing. But for now, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's all done. Excellent. Getting some free iron now. Hopefully that'll just be something that just keeps coming in. I should get around about 1 golem every couple of minutes based on 3 farms. I might double check my measurements, make sure that none of them have merged or can merge, but I'm pretty sure I'm spot on. So yeah, there you go. Say thank you. I'll take all this off first and say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.